అయితే
నేను తర్వాత ఎడిట్ చేస్తాను ఇది. ఓవర్వెల్మింగ్ రెస్పాన్స్ వచ్చింది మీ తెలుగు వీడియోకి. బట్ అమెరికన్స్ అండ్ నాన్ తెలుగు స్పీకర్స్ ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్ అన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ వర్షన్ అనమాట. దట్స్ ద రీజన్. లెట్ us నాట్ యూజ్ తెలుగు వర్డ్స్ బికాస్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్లీ ఫర్ Americans,
ఇంగ్లీష్ నాట్ తెలుగు ఓన్లీ.
Indians, and everyone who cannot understand or do not speak Telugu. That is the core reason. Second, when you speak, I will not ask any questions, or when I speak, you don't ask any questions. That way, we are in sync. That is our Telugu video feedback is given by one of the good followers, saying that let him
ఓకే.
speak. I have a couple of questions. Before you I ask, tell me about yourself. Okay, start 1 2 3. Good morning, Sanjeev.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ సార్, హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And yeah, don't say sir because everybody is equal. How is life?
యా, ఇట్స్ టుడే I'm having a wedding in my home, so yes, it's a bit busy.
Oh, okay. Thank you. In spite of it, busy schedule, you are dedicating some of the time for Kumar Exclusive channel and viewers.
Anytime sir.
Yeah, and
Anytime sir.
yeah. Before you start the conversation, just to give a brief, tell me about yourself.
Sir, this is Sanjeev Aditya is my full name, and I done my graduation from Osmania University. And after that, actually before, in the time of my graduation, I used to be into networking business, like that kind of stuff. And after that, I moved to US staffing.
Okay.
And yes, I worked there for 6 7 years, and I was in US staffing, US IT recruiter, US IT non-IT recruiter, US IT recruiter who works only exclusively into state positions, like state and federal level positions, and like multiple roles, and junior recruiter, senior recruiter,
Okay. Okay.
and now due to some reasons I have to move on from that field. Now I'm actually into like generic HR department.
Okay. So I never
But
did the what you call. Just you continue.
and these like nowadays, but I can't reveal all my company's names. But
Yeah.
yes, I have like good experience. I worked in 2 3 big companies as well.
Yeah. Okay. I have a couple of questions. I never tried what you call YouTube live. I never utilized. I mean, that was also I'm trying to see whether I can do the live streaming.
Okay.
That's what. If it comes okay, that's fine. And
No problem.
let me start a few questions. Many of the followers they love your Telugu version, and they send the questions. The first
Thanks.
question is: do recruiters work for Indian inks that are both layers and employers?
The Indians, like recruiters, 90% recruiters will be Indians. I can say 95% of USIT recruiters will be Indians working from Bangalore and Hyderabad and Noida. Actually, the main base was Noida.
Hmm.
After that, Hyderabad and now Bangalore as well.
Okay. Okay. I shouldn't have focused on live. That is where I'm losing the track. Okay, I will go to the next question. In that, as in, do some of the recruiters also market resumes for the companies? That is H1B or OPT workers, and they contact the employees of their companies, such as, for example, my case. Okay, example I'm giving. H1B is from a body shop. for job openings, send this kind of emails that you have shared. I mean, it is in brackets, but I should not read. I mean to say, do you contact the H1Bs of the body shops? That is the question. Do you means here, don't take it as a in person
No,
or
no, no.
generic you.
So,
This is generic
see,
you. It is like a staffing agencies overall in India.
if we are having a requirement, right,
Hmm.
and I want to tell two answers for the question. First thing is that like if at all we have a requirement,
Hmm.
and we do all types of sourcings for resumes. It might be uh, calling the candidates from along on these monster guys and tech pitch career builder from there. Or and apart from that, we do postings in Google groups, and we do have a really big pipeline of our list, like our employers, like the employers are. I hope you know, employers are the people who generally sponsors H1 visas,
Hmm.
and they do market H1 consultants.
Yeah.
Those are employers, and we do have an like 2,000, 3,000 employees list. Everybody will have them, and we will send the email to them in a single mass mailing. We do different tools for them. We are having few different tools for them, like Mailchimp and etc. And
Okay.
nowadays, some when ATS like applicant tracking systems also having an option called mass mailing as well. So by using them, we send mails to employers by seeing our mails. If they have any consultants like similar to the job description, they will send us.
Okay, so let me go to the next question. And like once my questions are completed, it is questions my in the sense all the subscribers who watched or who wants this English version to be addressed by you. When did this trend of fake American sounding names start? That means I don't know whether you are aware or not. Many of the Indian recruiters from India, they fake their names as Americans. One guy, Rocky John, somebody, I educated
Yes, even
him.
I used to be called as Sandy for some time, for a
Oh,
few months. See, it is not like faking. We don't want to be an English person or an American person. The reason why we put the name is that, like, and if I'm working on W2 requirements, like full-time jobs or into like some client roles where we have to source only citizens mostly. In
yeah,
that case, what happens means my name is Miriala Sanjeev Aditya Gupta.
yeah.
Like people can't pronounce Sanjeev like that much easily.
Okay.
Even like English person, if that is like if they call me Sanjeev, if I correct them calling Sanjeev, their ego might be like get hurted. That's why what we say is that what we do is that like I change my name is like Sandy Aditya.
Mm.
Not me, like my our managers do that because to it's not to fake our names, or it's not like we have to fake something.
Hmm.
The main reason is that like they should pronounce our names.
Okay.
Kalyana Chakravarti is not that easy for an American guy to speak the name, right? He can't
Yeah.
pronounce Kalyana Chakravarti as we do.
Yeah.
That's why we use those pseudonyms.
Oh, yeah. Your current browser. Okay.
That is the main reason. Not about because obviously if I'm calling you, yes, you definitely know that I'm an Indian guy. I don't speak like an US guy.
Yeah.
The accent will be so much of difference, and even we can't sometimes understand those accents. Even
Yeah.
we are working for years, because even there, that is the main thing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Let me go to the next question. What is the starting salary of a recruiter?
Six thousand,
Pardon?
6,000 Indian rupees, or 7,000 or 8,000. Some companies pay really good, like 15,000.
Okay. Let me complete the next part of the question is what is the average salary?
Uh, 30,000.
Okay, 30,000 INR, right? I will convert this into dollars. Like a dollar is $71 equal to 70 rupees, right? What is the maximum salary?
Per month, 2 3 lakhs.
Oh, okay, good. 2 3 lakhs. So, do you? I mean, they didn't ask the question, but this is my side of the question. Do you ever the H1B's average salary in US as per the law, as per the prevailing wage, and as per the ground realities?
Uh, To be frank, no, I think it's like around $60,000 per annum.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's good average, but it depends on the area to area. It may
Yes.
changes to 120K like that. But ground realities many do not pay. That is a totally entire different topic, which I covered in my videos. Now, next, let me go to the next question. In how many years can a recruiter reach his her maximum salary?
Uh, it depends. If the guy is really good and we having a pinch of luck,
Hmm.
then it can be done in 6 months.
Okay, that means the 2 to 3 lakhs
But
of Indian rupees can be converted into, right?
yeah, from 6,000 to 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs he can get in. If he
Mm.
is really wonderful, like extraordinary, it will take like 6 months or 1 year. But if at all he's not good, if I want to go to step by step, it will take some years and 2 lakhs Indian rupees for domestic recruiting
Mm.
per annum. Sorry, not centrally, some XYZ company pays 34 lakhs per year for one
Oh,
guy.
one guy. Oh,
Okay, but in the same time, consultants is 6,000, 7,000 because the quality is so much of different variations will be there.
so that much.
Okay, so we can't exactly say how much time like the 6,000 guy may not get up to 50,000 as well. Some companies, some guys in average, if you're having like 5 years of experience, and in Indian average, you will be getting like 50,000, 45,000, 60,000 of that range of salary is okay. And if I got 20 Kumars in a year, then it will be like 2 lakhs for me.
Yeah. How many
It is
Indian
like that.
innings? Thank you for answering the question. Let me go to the next question. How many Indian innings do you think that are in US? Indian innings means body shops.
Maybe 15,000.
50, right? 50,000.
No, actually, I know about that 15K is, I thought, I don't know much because
Yeah.
in Hyderabad there is nearly 6 to 7K at least, and they were something like this.
Okay. Yeah. That
Yeah,
is.
everybody will have an office in US because a single room can be an office for 1,000 guys.
Oh, single room can operate
Can be
1,000.
an office for 2,000 consultancies. They can do that
Oh, single
without
room in
any
India can operate
hesitation.
1,000 H1Bs in ESC, correct?
Yeah. It's like it's like there are like around 5 consultancies. Okay, everything will be done in India.
Oh,
One GC guy, US guy, make his garage as his office. Say that okay, this is my office, and we do everything from India only.
okay. Yeah, now my
That is.
thank you for answering. And next question is how many Indian cities are recruiters based out of it? Out of is it only big cities such as Hyderabad, Delhi, or even small cities such as Indore? Example, we interviewed one boy in Indore. Indore is a small place in Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh. Um,
Yes.
Subject to correction. So, his question is the question is it only Hyderabad, Delhi, or even the small cities in India also have these recruit staffing agencies?
Okay. Give you a small example. I hope you know Guntur town, a
Yeah,
small town.
yeah.
Hmm? Yes. Even they are having USID recruiting consultancies. They're
Oh,
having in Guntur, Tenali, and Chittur, Anantapur. And these are like okay, it will be like hardly 2 or 3, but not in a good number.
yeah.
But yes, they are having. It depends on the like. It's very simple to explain you. If they are having anyone who can speak English or who can understand English properly, he can go into USIT recruitment. So he can be operated from any place.
Hmm. Yeah, let me thank you for answering the question. Here are some of the questions from a hardcore my follower. He is a US citizen by naturalization, whatever. He is returned to India and now after lived 30 years in US. Now he is seeing India from there, America. You understand, right? From here he
Yes.
saw India. Now from India he is seeing America, and he is facing again problem in with the recruiting agencies. He is again in support of humanity rights, labor laws, and in favor of employees. But his questions are: why Wipro, Infosys, Tech Mahindra, Cognizant, HR recruiters are not contacting the candidates directly? Why these layers? I think you
Okay.
addressed this in Telugu, but
Uh, First of all, Wipro and TCS don't have the manpower
yeah,
to to do this work. And the second thing is that this is not a permanent job that a Wipro guy will call you and put you in. These
yeah,
are contracts.
yeah.
So contracts they can't call you. If it is a contract, they should be on someone's name. For
Okay.
example, it's not like mandatory, but it is like that only. Like if Kumar has to take in contract job, he cannot contract job to Wipro.
Hmm.
He cannot directly what we say. He cannot directly apply for an Wipro for the contract job. He has to go to some layer. So that's the reason the requirements first should come out from Wipro.
Yeah.
If it is full time, yes, they do guys, they do source resumes, they do kind of do the work,
Yeah.
and it is very costly for them to do these kind of works because they will be like CMM level 5 companies and etc. in India, so they have to maintain some standards. And if you're having a 10,000 guy with the standards, if you have to maintain him, it is not that easy because you have to give him like cabs and everything. There will be a different stuff. In staffing agencies, you don't need to pay anything for them.
Okay.
So
Got. Yeah.
cost cutting.
Yeah, I'm aware, but the people send these questions, they
Yes.
may not aware. So why? But they want to listen from you rather than Kumar speaking on behalf of you. Thank you for your patience. Next question is why Indian recruiters simply call people without looking at resume and call whenever they feel like calling and disturb. Have they not learned meaning of an appointment, calendar, invite, etc.? Do you catch the point or do you want me to elaborate?
No, no, that's fine. If at all I am a recruiter, you are a US citizen, I want your calendar, if I want to invite you, if I send you an email, like people like me, like 1,000 recruiters send you an email a day, how many do you get, how many emails you will see and how many emails that you will reply to? Two
Okay.
or three? What about 997?
Hmm.
And another thing, we can't call you off the business hours.
Hmm. Yeah.
And in business hours, you will be busy. When can we call you?
Hmm.
So it is like this. Whether you like it or not, whether we like it or not, we want to call you. And it is not pleasing us if we call you in your busy day and hear some shitty words from you. It is not that much pleasure for us as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So, and we will be having shift timings like
Yeah.
6:30 Indian time to morning 3:30 Indian time. We have to process 10 resumes or 5 resumes or 4 resumes or 2 resumes depending upon the requirement, depending upon
Hmm.
the client and depending upon the quality, etc., etc. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, if I'm having like my managers are like, bro, we just gave you to something like sourcing Indian resumes only,
Hmm.
like H1B resumes, and you how can you can't give me like 5 resumes a day? It will be a problem for me. So yes, I will be having my target. So I have to call you because there is no specific time. No, like there are some US consultants who write like my timings are like 11 to 1. If you want to call me for any job interview or any job thing related to job, just call me in between 11 to 1. I will be available.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. So,
Yes, in that case, if every US citizen or H1B put the time limits or times of when will they be available, slots for if they can give us a slot in their resume itself.
yeah.
We don't call them in off the hour.
Yeah. Got it. Got it. Next question, why can't they mention whether they need a US citizen or green card, etc., in job advertisement rather than collecting by email?
If I requested if I put an job posting saying that like we are looking for only US citizen, it is against US law and they can sue us like anything.
Correct, got it. Yeah.
So
Excellent.
we can't put their name.
Yeah.
That's it.
Why they
That
why they have proxy American names? Are they also fake? It's repeated. This question sent by earlier you
yes.
addressed it. Okay, what
Uh,
kind of next question? I'm skipping it. Okay, because you have
okay.
already answered it. What kind of background check recruiters do?
Uh, we check your projects. We check your. We call your previous companies employers and that kind of
Hmm.
stuff, and we will be having your ADP number.
Oh, whether generating
That is more than enough for us.
getting the paychecks or not, right?
Yes, W2s. And checking your W2s.
Oh my God. From the previous employers or employer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
At least three employees,
So
three projects we'll be checking.
that way you filter all the fake resumes, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
but before getting an offer, your employer don't provide me any of that information. So
But
we have.
what if employer is fake,
No,
right?
actually they do. They do. 90% of employees will be fake.
Yeah.
So I can't say 90%, but some X percent of employees are fake. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. They do that, and
Then they
we
produce.
somehow manage that stuff. And we know if you're hiring an
Yeah.
fake consultant, if and the hiring manager knows or he don't know, I don't know about him, but yes, we know. We are damn sure that you're a fake guy, but we hire you.
Yeah. Okay. Now these two questions, whatever I sent by the person followers of mine, and somebody is writing book on my channel. But now coming back to my questions, I probably typed it in the Telugu video, whatever we missing. You have done already. Oh, okay. Yeah, how did you enter recruitment? That part I missed. I mean, you choose it by, is it by accident or did you choose by interest?
Yes, it's a deadly accident. I
Okay.
couldn't recover till now.
Yeah, that's why you advise people not to enter, right? Those who are qualified
No,
for
no, no.
IT
I don't.
jobs.
No. It's
Yeah.
a
Then,
choice, and
how is the job? I mean, to say you don't need to specify any company names, but overall, how is the job of a recruitment or recruiter?
it is like this. If you don't get an offer in 3 months, which is 90% a luck and 10% of hard work,
Oh,
and then you will be out of the company.
oh, okay.
3 months. If you don't have anything, you will be. They will throw you out.
So you have a very serious pressure targets, right? High pressure
Very
targets.
serious, very pleasurable projects, and it is it don't pleasure it at all. Because see, it is like this. They are paying us good salaries.
Hmm.
They are actually giving us incentives. That because yes, they will expect some results from us. We have to make them happy. We have to make them rich, whatever it takes. And that's why we do some words, some things that are not that much ethical. It is not. We want to do that. It might be by force, by even for example, if you are asking like last 4 words of your 4 digits of your SSN, that is asked by our end client, end customer is asking that, not we.
Yeah, got it.
We are facing that kind of issues because of that.
So
And people generally say mostly bad things about university recruiters. And
yes,
one thing is that like you have to hear if there is any victim. I don't think that the H1 guy is a victim, but yes, the recruiter is definitely a victim.
yeah, you are
So,
denying H1B victims, right?
see,
Yeah,
it is like that.
yeah.
They
What?
came to the body shop, they came to the US, they did everything. Okay, even we did the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we did the same thing, and
Basically,
we are getting that.
I interrupt you. Sorry, one of my subscribers wrote, "Don't interrupt you," because he is my very good follower from Texas and California. So the thing is, you are employee of an employer, H1Bs or everybody in US also employee of an employer. So as long as we don't see conflict between employees, then it is easy to empathize the both the people. Yeah. Now next question is, do you work in day shift or night shift?
No, I'm working day shift, and in US staffing, I will be working on shifts like EST, CST, MST, and PHT, not MST, PHT.
Okay.
It is like this. If the company's client is an EST client, okay,
Yeah.
somewhere in New Jersey
Yeah.
or BC, something like that,
Okay.
then I will be working from 6:30 evening, 6:30 to
Okay.
3:30.
Thank you.
That is official time, but we will be leaving by 4 or 4:30, depends.
The,
And if it is in Texas, then it will be like 7:30 to 4:30.
mm,
And if it is in California, it will be like 9 to 6.
okay. So the next two questions will be advantage and helpful for recruit USIT recruiters watching this video, because we are dedicating this video for them. Can you give quickly in 2 minutes what are the advantages and the disadvantages of night shift?
Night shift advantages is that like it is something like this. Like if you're working night, you will be having some quality time to spend with your time in day shift. If they are in home in day shift in daytime, you can do some work. And another thing is that like uh, you get chance to visit many doctors and many hospitals, and you know everything about healthcare, and you're the only damn uh, who gonna use your company. If you are having any issue, if it is started now, like after 4 years, you are not having any issue for 4 years. After that, after 4 years, you got a issue started. That is the business. Then you are starting and go to somewhere because you might be thinking that what can I do after I spend 4 5 years here? I don't get any jobs in IT. I don't get and day shift salaries are not up to my standards. No, you get good salaries in day shift as well. But the
O-
thing is that like you have to look for good
Okay,
companies and you have to do that. And another thing,
night shift.
you for the one,
Night shift
yeah,
you get more salary than the day shift.
yeah, it's like literally double.
Oh,
I'm currently getting some $6 or $7, and if
okay.
I do the same work in night shift, I get $14.
Oh, okay, okay, got it. What are your advice to youth on this profession? Because you already crossed the
Okay,
boat, right? You might have 7 to 8 years experience in USIT recruitment. So, what is your advice for the people who are watching this video, who are not into recruitment or who are just into
okay.
recruitment? Yeah, his call went on hold. Oh, yeah, thank you for
Yes,
coming.
yes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. So my dad called me.
it's
He doesn't know that I'm here.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, it is like this. If you want to come to USIT recruiting industry, it is like this. Like you have to be prepared for certain things. Like someone should be in home. I'm taking and telling this personally. If you're in a joint family, like four, two, three brothers and sisters and a married people with children, everybody is good. Then you do USIT recruiting. That's fine. Because in daytime, if you're sleeping, if somebody is coming, if somebody needs something, somebody should accommodate them. You don't need to
Mm,
get up from your bed and do everything. And if you're just recently married, it will be a tough time for you if you're in this industry because your wife will be having some issues in night time, like they will be having pregnancy, they will be conceiving and having so many issues. At that time, you have to be with them at nights mostly,
yeah,
and that is a very big challenge for you guys because some of my friends face that issue, like their wives are carrying and uh, they need something at nights and they are
yeah,
the only, she will be only living alone in home. That would be an issue, personal issue. And
yeah.
while coming to the professional,
Carrying you mean pregnant, right? Because I'm not sure whether carrying is a word Americans can
yes,
understand. Yeah, pregnant.
it's
Yeah,
in being pregnant.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So if
pregnant
you're
wife.
having a one in an oven, then just be careful.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Next
another
one.
thing is that,
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Yes, another thing is that like for freshers, this industry is something like that.
Have a break. You want a water? Like I mean, we.
No, no, sir. This industry is something like that. If you are having a good number of closes, good number of joinees, they will treat you like you are a king. If not, within 2 months they will fire you out
Okay. It's just like here
because they
also.
have to do that. They
Mm,
have to keep to do that because they have to. be in the business. They have to keep up everything. And if you are recently like fired out, don't need to worry. Things happens, and you will get job in another company. You know that in that way.
Yeah,
That's my thing. And getting into business in this business is into or not is totally up to them. You can't say anything because everybody have their own personal priorities.
yeah. So the next is earnings on this profession. Already you have addressed, that is
Yes, it will be
six.
really good. If you're good, then you will be earning awesome. And if you're not that much good and if you're having a cranky boss, then you will be it will be tough to make out for you.
Yeah, you if it is a good, then you will make $3,000 a month, right? Without the taxes or with taxes, whatever.
With taxes, yes, we do have so much of tax,
Yeah, so you're
so much
better
of our
than.
salary that we can do that.
Yeah,
Because like in America, we get like if you are getting good amount of salary, you have to pay 30% of our salary. So
drawbacks of it and the dark side of it. Now you can go ahead and speak the dark side of the recruitment. Like in Telugu video, you explained, right? That is good and bad about recruiters asking Indian passport numbers. Who is forcing you to ask this? Tell about the managers training. These are the points I noted. I'm just bringing it to you about managers
okay,
training youth or not training youth. Talk freely about Indians in USA, that is MS student story you told, right? Proxy guys, I'm earning 12,000 to $15,000 in Amirpet, India. Fake resumes in US, H1Bs in USA, how you treat third class citizen, something. EAD, L2, EAD, H4, EAD, GC, how they fake the resumes. Did any now this is your turn to throw ball onto our court, because did any H4 trying. There is I found some emails from recruiters. They say any visa. They don't mention EAD. H4 trying for any job without H4 EAD. Did you find such kind of things from your notification? Or the last one is ESC, that is we call ES
yes,
citizen by naturalization. Indians do fake resumes because some people have used respect on them, they don't fake. Then Americans fake resumes or not? You told in Telugu video that you found an American. Do Americans accept fake fraud culture? Yeah, and after finishing this, and you give your final message on the call. And I want to appreciate you for because you got an overwhelming response to your Telugu videos, and many of my subscribers friends who some posted online comments who don't want to post it online. Generally they write a very good lengthy emails and feedback, so they wrote very long emails. I want to put it in two lines, the entire contents of the emails. I appreciate you on the call on behalf of all the subscribers and friends
thank
and
you.
American friends. There are many American friends, though they posted with little American slang, it doesn't mean that they want to hurt you, but they want
Yes,
to point out the ESIT recruitment industry exploiting the Americans or whatever. So, but you got a overwhelming response, huge response, and for your information, this is the first. If you want to drink, drink water.
no, no, I'm saying.
First time
It's charging up.
in the history of H1B or US recruitment, no recruiter has come forward to speak in front of camera like you. For that, I have to say hats off, because several
Thank you.
recruiters gave me video interviews on Google Geo or Skype, or WhatsApp call that is off the record, because they said don't record. This is all for your information to educate you, Kumar. So they spend their own time to educate me because they watched all my videos in 3 days to 1 week. One guy from Hyderabad, they are seniors, that means my age, recruiters. I was shocked because I never expect that recruiters will like my videos, because if you watch one
You love
video.
your videos, sir.
Yeah, because sometimes people may misunderstand, right? And yeah, I kept a video for let me end and you start. I kept a video for A recruiter specifically thanking note before I leave America. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead and answer. Speak now. This is your time now.
Mhm. Thank you very much, Kumar. And the reason why I came in front of you is that like, I never do this kind of stuff. It will literally creeps me out. I get so much tense. But I like your videos and I like you the stuff what you're doing right now. That's why I came out. And
Personally, I mean,
your
I'm curious to know why do you watch my videos? I mean, is it a accident or did you search Kumar Exclusive?
certainly like 1 2 years back, I saw you. You was it's not exactly US traffic that you were explaining. You were saying about that you came to New Jersey or Michigan, and you showed me like okay, people ask me, so I'm showing the how US will be. You just shoot a small video in your camera and so in your phone and put that. And I was actually missing with you. You may be remembering or you may be forgot that, but yes, I was that guy. I was asking y'all things. Actually, earlier I was angry on you, saying that like why this guys always hates Indians. They always comment say bad things about India. Okay, we are bad. Okay, that's fine. That we accept. But why is he pointing that out? No, later I came to know that no, come on, he's an Indian. He is a bit feeling bad for Indians that we are not in a good shape
Yeah.
with that grief, with that like agony, he's speaking something bad about it. It's not like hitting us. It's like he wants to do something. That's why he's saying that.
Yeah, thank you.
And after that, I think I have deleted all my comments. If not, I will swear I will look into that video and I will delete them. And I got so much interest in your channel at that time, and I just started going into that. Okay, and another thing, like I recently done my psychology masters, MSc psychology masters,
Yeah, good.
and
Congratulations. Yeah.
thank you. And I forgot to tell you earlier, and I did really hard work to get that. So I'm just saying that now. And you're asking about bad things in US. It's not about bad things. The dark side of this industry. It is like this, Kumar. I will explain you the scenario how things work. In that way, you will understand how it will. And there is an US company, like one of the world's number one pharmaceutical company. They need some workforce. They give it, then they start doing these contracts. Okay, and by that contracts, it might be that some positions they will do contracts. Sometimes they do full time jobs as well. They will give full time jobs.
Mm.
Either way, they will be going to and come on some tools like vendor management tools. They
Yeah.
have. Vendor management tools are something like the tool which where we can manage different vendors. Like you mentioned about Modi's previously.
Mm.
Modi's is a vendor, something like that. They can manage those big vendors, a good number of vendors, like thousands and thousands of vendors, and there there will be something, some uh, yeah, there will be some procedure to upload a resume.
Yeah.
In that resume, in that procedure, they will ask us four things, like the first four letters of your first name
Yeah.
or your last name, and month and date of your date of birth, and your last digits of SSN.
Yeah.
People will be thinking that we are doing some kind of identity theft or
Yeah.
something like that.
If you can
But
hold on for a minute.
like 2 3 years ago, and
Uh,
I'm not in the company, and I'm not working
because
hard.
in America they are not supposed to mention the race color like that. They don't want particular skin color. They should not mention like that. That is one. Second, I mean, don't do anything that risk your life and job. Okay. Um, people may ask many things, right? Another thing I forgot to ask on the Telugu video calls, that American resumes you said you don't edit, you send it as it is, right? But Indian's resume
Yes.
you remove the name, font, everything and then edit it. Why that difference?
No, no, even American resumes also. See, I will give you an example. If you send me a really wonderful resume with some IT guy has made for you, you send it to me. I will convert that PDF, wonderful PDF document into Word. I will copy the everything. I will Control C and Control P in Notepad. Notepad. That if you if you paste in a Notepad, all these highlights will be gone.
Hmm.
After that, I will take an plain document. I will copy this plain content in Notepad and paste into that. Okay.
Hmm.
We use Calibri, depending upon the client, we use Calibri 9 or Arial 10. We
Hmm.
will keep that and we will send it to client. That's it.
Yeah.
And while coming to the editing in terms of technical,
Yeah.
we don't do much if it is into like H1s. You have to ask that question to your employers because they do that work for us.
Yeah.
We don't do that. And we know that you are big, but yes, we do hire you because we want some money. We have to do complete our work. And another thing, like uh,
That MS
uh,
students you told they did.
they ask me,
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yes, actually, forget this. Does HO get job? If an HO, real official I'm speaking, if HO's husband be started his like GC process, then yes, that HO can get a job. And yes, because they will be having their HODAD.
Hmm.
And please don't try anything before getting HODAD because it will not be good if you say claiming that you are having an HODAD and you are in HO and after completing everything, if you don't if you cannot provide those documents, they will fire you, and that is not a good thing to do because consultancy people literally come to your office, they say you fire in front of
Hmm.
everyone. It's like okay, I'm not saying like consult it will be coming as shown in movies. Okay, they will ask you out and they say like oh, sorry, but you have to leave for the day. It's completely done, but you don't do good right, good for you as well.
You told one
Okay.
thing that JNTU resume JNTU means fake is what your manager told.
Yes, my manager, my first company manager, when I was searching, he came and said like, bro, what are you doing? I said like, no, no, sir, like this profile is really good. I want to process this. Then he said like, no, no, you see that this guy is from JNTU Hyderabad, so don't do that.
Hmm.
Don't process his resume. And he insisted, not everybody, one manager did that, not everyone.
Yeah.
But yes, there are managers who do that as well because uh, we don't hate JNTU guys because 90% of our guys are the JNTUs. We know, and we know my friend who studied their BTech from JNTU, they went to US,
Hmm.
but it got some bad name. And
Yeah.
I don't know whom to blame that, and I don't want to blame that either way. So it's there. And another thing is that people ask always like US citizens and green card holders, they will ask like, why do you need my personal information? I already told you why we need your uh,
Yeah.
SSN number. It's not for us. And yes, you have to ask your white boss for that. Why the heck that you are taking other people's SSN number? And they have to seriously ask that. Okay? If they are really care, if they are asking me, which means if they are caring about this stuff, if they are caring, then they have to ask that my vice boss who is giving me bucks as well. Like, bro, what is wrong with you? Why are you asking all that stuff? And the only thing they will say is that like to see John or Jacob, we are taking that information for our we don't as we don't want any of that information. The reason why we are taking is that like we want to make some filtration. If anybody applies the same job in 2 3 months, uh, he should not be fake, right? So that's why we to filter the process. We do take this. It's an I can say evil thing to ask your personal information, and yes, they do ask them for their own purpose. Yes, they do need to know that you have applied this time or you have applied at 20 times previously with 20 different skills. They do want to know that. That's why they will ask you.
Yeah. But that is one part. The second part, in Telugu videos you defend or give a clean sheet for all recruiters, but I know one point, you know one point, but media who
Right,
is
right.
watching both of us will know more points, right? Pardon? Is it audible?
Yes.
Is it audible what I'm speaking?
Yes, now I can hear you. Too.
Yeah, in Telugu videos, you gave a clean sheet to all recruiters, saying that recruiters will not ask for personal reasons. Individually, I'm not finding
Yes,
fault,
that
but
is.
what media, as international media, has noticed, um, those who take this information, they sell it for $15 to others. So they send the links,
Okay.
and they ask me whether do you know this or not, Kumar. So it is not that you are doing or X is doing, Y is doing, but somebody else behind, managers or managers
Okay.
or like that.
Now I will tell you.
Yeah,
Yes. People ask some information and identity theft which you're saying, like 90% recruiters, definitely I'm like an issue that recruiters don't do that stuff. Okay, some XYZ managers have done. Either way you can do that because even though I'm not taking any of your personal information now, okay, after getting a job in a company, then I will ask your ID proofs.
yeah.
You have to give it at that time.
See,
At that time,
personally,
or not you, you will not give. You are a good guy, you will not give. Your
personal.
employees will give that information for me. We can sell it at that time as well. He might be selling then, not at the basic time when he was collecting your basic information.
Yeah,
And yes, they will ask some of your details, like DL copies. Some people ask. DL copies will be asking because they want to know your age. And the reason why we don't want your age, not to
see,
not to hit on you because you are an 22 years white girl, so that we can easily get me a green card. The reason we ask that we want to know your age is that like we will check your that you can have that accurate uh, experience which you have mentioned in your resume.
oh, your call went on hold. Yeah, let me wait for a minute, and yeah, thank God you came
Sorry.
back. Um, Actually, it's a huge
Yes.
topic, and almost we are done 1 hour, but you have to cover some more topics. But here the thing is,
Yes.
I'm here for almost a decade. I fed up and I returned to India because of the layers and all. From 2008 to 2012, none of them ask H1B copies or driving license copies, I-140 copies, green card copies, or driving license copies. But I don't know what happened from 2012 to 2018. People started asking everything. Personally, I don't like to share, but for you and everyone's education, there are many laws in USA where you cannot ask anybody's age, even at the work location. It's crime.
Yes, you can't
It's
ask
not
them.
legal. So it comes under age discrimination. You cannot ask visa status, are you H1B, OPT, CPT. These are all comes under discrimination. After certain process, then they will come to know whether the client can accept or not. I will give you an example. Like suppose somebody wants to, uh, you are there, your video was paused.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
somebody, I'm the client, for example, somebody wants to color this room or my house or office. So I don't really care whether Mexican comes or Indian comes or American comes, right? Because I give a lump sum
Yes.
$1 million to some a vendor, a contractor. So contractor brings his own people. So how does it matters to client who is what? Unless there is a specific government clients in DC where they don't want H1 non-immigrants because of the security reasons, because they do any fraud and leave the country is what they fear, right? Or their security. That is one.
Yes.
So second is age discrimination, right? These are all comes under discrimination. This is where all staffing agencies pitfall into this trap, especially from India. But for example also I gave you, like for example Modi's, K-Force, all these top 10 outs prime vendors, they asked me to come in person interview with a blazer and all. Professionally I went, they interviewed tech system also in Ohio. So they interviewed, they cross-checked my last three hiring managers' references, and then they start submitting my resume to their clients. Unless in-person meeting and last three managers reference check, they don't go. They never ask H1B copy or anything. They ask H1B
Yes.
only for sponsoring H1B on their roles, like K-Force roles or Modi's roles. You understand, right? What I'm trying to. But
I
this,
will explain you that. I will explain you that, and it is like this, Kumar. Mm,
my
You
question
are
is,
ready to come for an in-person interview. Am I audible?
my only confrontation is why don't you ask three hiring managers references rather than asking everything. I mean, I'm actually personally asking the question out of my curiosity. Why do you run behind a fake guy rather than run behind an honest person? For example, you know Kumar is honest by LinkedIn or whatever. Why don't you directly go to Kumar and say, come and join, this is the best fit for you, rather than searching nine fake candidates, whether genuine or fake? You lose time, right? That is what I'm trying to
Okay.
understand.
Uh, Before checking into like without having a LinkedIn, like nowadays 50 to 60% consultancies you can't apply a job. You
Mm.
have to have a valid LinkedIn profile with your photo on that. That's what we can.
Even I consider if anybody is, wherever I come across throughout my career, first I type their name. For example, if somebody Subbarao come and say I'm Subbarao or Mr. John, I type their name in LinkedIn. If I don't find, I consider them as a fake. It doesn't mean that everybody in
Have you checked
LinkedIn,
mine?
pardon?
Have you checked my LinkedIn?
I didn't check yet, but generally, I
I
think.
will be having like multiple LinkedIn accounts, not me. People
That's
will
what
have
I'm
multiple
saying.
LinkedIn accounts.
It is not that everybody in LinkedIn is genuine, but still
Yes.
professionally, if I'm in IT, means I should have at least a professional network, right?
Yes. Okay. I
Yeah.
will ask you, I will tell you. First of all, people don't want to come for in-person interview. They don't have time, I can say, or money or time or anything to come for in-person interview to recruiter's place, like an interviewer's place. You come, okay, you tell me, Kumar, I'm calling from Modi's and ask you to come for an interview for me without even applying a job for you.
No, 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 no.
And if I call you,
That is, if you deny, I can't say anything. But this is what my
no, no, no,
experience
it's
I'm
not
telling
denying.
you.
It's like
They
people are
take.
not comfortable to come for in person. Actually, they are not ready to show their faces. That is the reason we are actually running behind them.
Oh,
And it's
then.
not. There will be two things. One thing, they will be in projects, and they cannot do that. And like each consultancy generates nearly 50 to 60 resumes in a single day. In that single day, we can't go and speak with each and every guy. That is a main thing. And another thing is that uh, it's like they were not ready to show their faces only. So how can we do that? And
See,
yes, we know that
my question
after
is, for example, you are running, you got 50 resumes. You don't know whether 50 genuine or not. Then how do you go? How do you identify one out of that 50 or five out of that 50 is good or bad?
looking in a resume, we can't say because nowadays H1, if it into H1Bs, it is not possible to say because H1Bs put every kind of shit into that, make the original resume also fake, and we will be getting know by calling them, by talking to them. We get know that. Oh, that's fine. By calling them, we'll be saying, okay, this guy don't know anything. Yes, he's a genuine guy. And sometimes people will fake things in a lot extent, very big extent. Like they say each and everything. And if I ask like, okay, that's wonderful, man. So when did you done your standard? He can't answer that
Mm.
because he has to do all that. But then in that past, I can say like, okay, this guy is fake.
Yeah,
And
in
while
that.
coming to the another things, you ask like people don't care, then why do they why do you care about H1s or GC holders? Actually, US clients they do care. For
Mm.
security consultants, sorry, roles like positions in GC, they don't give the job to US citizens as well. They
Mm.
look for people who have security clearance.
Oh,
They
yes.
don't care if the security clearance is for white guy or black guy. They ask for security clearance like public trust. That's a basic. Even you can get in public trust, and secret, top secret, SCA, top secret SCA poly. These are the security.
Yeah, got it.
Yes,
Yeah, understand.
the clearances that one should get if you
Mm.
want to join an FBI. Like a lot of your viewers want to go to join in some FBI doing that kind of like just what we say MI5 kind of stuff. If you want to go that, then just apply for an the security clearance. You can get that jobs. And while coming to the other job, another thing, yes, we will be so much of offended. Like people get offended if we ask their visa status and that. But yes, some recruiters don't ask. They will know, they will ask like even when I was recruiting, I used to ask questions like, "Hey Kumarji, it was nice speaking with you. Man, where did you done your bachelor's, or where did you done your high school?" Basically,
Mm.
what I ask is that like, uh, because if you have done your high school, if you are like a 7 year guy or a 6 years experience guy, you've done your high school in Florida, you will be an US citizen.
Mm.
I don't need to do any cross checking into that.
No,
I will ask that kind of questions.
but
But people will ask because they don't know. They don't know that we can ask this one. We can ask because
yeah,
they are not trained properly. Because
but
that
there is one guy recently I interviewed. I had to upload his interview facing his camera, his face. He is an F1. He's in US for last 22 years, but still he's not a citizen. He did his graduation year. His English accent, everything is American. I mean, to say it's not that easy unless they tell honestly their immigration status.
they don't tell properly. Some people
Mm.
don't say honestly, and see. That's an give and take in this industry. People on either side were not honest in sometimes,
Yeah.
so
You
we
told,
can't do anything from that.
yeah, you
And
told,
yes, that is actually that's what I do. Like I will do
you,
on that.
you
And
told,
another thing I want to let you know, if your guy on F1, uh, he's in US from past 22 years on a F1 only,
no,
then
no,
yes, I think he is eligible for some citizenship. Please give that, apply, people like that, they can apply him. And I don't know how much is that legal. But another thing, I'm talking about generically,
mm,
not in an not in an one in 100 or 1,000. I'm talking in generic. We ask these questions, and I don't think like people ask you. You never come across people asking you about your age. Did anybody ask your date of birth? Yeah? I'm asking you that.
no, no, you're asking me a question.
Yes, you're asking you, like, did anybody ask your date of birth? Not date and month of your date of birth, or not year of your date of birth, total date of birth. Did anybody ask you?
Total,
They will not ask.
some recruiters they sent in emails, and generally when I reply I don't answer. I and some they ask over the phone. If they are, for example, you are submitting to Microsoft client, then I'm sure there is no layer between you and Microsoft. Then I don't mind giving every information because you're giving directly to your client, right? But you are giving it
Yes.
to another Indian Inc., then there is no point in giving all the
Oh,
information to you, right? Because the other
okay.
person will again ask all the information, multiple layer system.
Okay. I will tell you
But
one thing, Kumar.
but for a,
Uh,
like I told American clients, American prime ministers never ask my full date of birth because let me tell you, I worked for several clients, right? 18 clients last 11 years. So the American background check will do everything. So
hmm.
that's why American recruiters never bother about this. And only the
uh,
financial and medical clients only we need a thorough background check. Even when I lived in New Jersey, the cop went to the home address where I mentioned. So where I lived from November to February, she told the landlord American. So cop came and inquired. So that kind of inquiries also will be done here. But I don't know how fake people, fake resume guys manage because the addresses you give, they do a thorough check whether Kumar lived or not. So this much background check they do. So in that case, recruiters never ask my information because it's American third party agency will do all that background check, right? When my first project check is done by Indian third party agency from India, because I never fake the resumes. I fought with employer and went with Indian resume, and I worked 10 years in India. Why should I fake? That is where I started my confrontation.
Yes, actually, people we do background check, and one thing, Kumar, uh, if he is a fake guy, and if you ask him like past 3 years, his manager's name, past three
Hmm.
company manager, uh,
Yeah.
uh, really was members towards like this guy going there. Don't know because we are not listener and one member of the guy. And even that guy can be fake. Okay, that is the main problem. And another thing is that like in recruiter side, managers or consultancies, they are not getting chance to train the recruiters.
Oh, that is the main
They
drawback,
are
correct?
not. That's the main drawback. If they are training them, and if the manager is sitting, yes, some people, yes, some people really do. It's, even my previous manager, he used to do that. If they are really sitting beside the guy and see what is this guy doing,
Hmm.
then he will not get any issues, and he will not get this kind of calls. And some guys like who are like they started and they do.
Oh, it went on hold. Yeah,
Sorry, Kumar, like
it's fine.
currently,
Thanks. Yeah,
as
yeah.
I said, like I'm like my family having some connecting some wedding and that kind of stuff. So
Oh my
I
God.
get calls.
Can we end the call? Sorry, we almost passed
No,
one
no,
hour.
that's no, that is fine. Actually, that's fine. I'm free right now. I'm free.
Okay.
Totally, I'm free right now.
Did you ever place the fake guys, or I mean, what if the fake OPT student or CPT student or fake H4 EAD is placed in the jobs? Then how does it go? I mean, how do they manage the
Uh,
job?
I yeah, I have placed one H1 guy. He's a fake, and it's not technically he's fake. Uh, he has really genuine experience. He's from India. He has genuine experience in India, and after coming to US, he faked something.
Yeah.
And as he is previously worked in India and everything is good, I thought he's a really genuine guy.
Hmm.
And what he put is that like he put all his Indian information into as American projects, and he changed so much. And he speak really good about his projects. He speak everything. Like if I asked him about some design pattern, he said like we use design patterns and we use some custom design patterns where we have mentioned factorial and singleton design patterns, and within that depth he answered every question. And as directly processing his profile, and he got the job because getting a job is easy in America. Interview clearing in American interviews are easy to clear
Yeah,
compared to Indians.
Indians. Yeah, that's what my experience also. Because our guys go too technical and too much of micromanagement. Americans they go for technical, middle and concept, and they go more of attitude and other
No,
things,
another
right?
thing I can tell you one thing, like Americans look for the guy who can work with them. They look for guy who can learn stuff if you don't know.
Yeah,
Indians want the best guy, like first rankers. I'm saying
yeah,
about not about literally first rank guy, but they want the someone who are having like incredible book knowledge.
yeah. Theory
So
more.
and
Yeah.
he got the job, and within few weeks, people came to know that he's a vegan. They fired him.
Oh my God. Though he had experience in
Another thing
India.
is that he don't have a valid H1. Client knows that client had him, and there are any number of people who were being fired from their jobs.
So they take a laptop to room and, like you said in Telugu videos, do
Yes,
proxy.
yes. This guy don't do that. Okay. This guy don't do that because he is genuine. basically he's a good experienced guy.
But
But
in
yes, what generally fake guys do, like OPTs, CPTs do is that like, for example, they have been like offered like $4,000 per month.
Telugu
They
video,
take
you told that Amirpet, your friends are doing proxy business, right? They quit MNC jobs and.
yes, yeah, I will tell you. Yeah, if he clear the interview, it's like 1K, and if he is doing their work from here, from basic is like 1K, from 1K
1000.
USD, they
Yeah.
start doing proxy work, and for the he will complete that work in 1 hour. The work which he was supposed to do in like the HR guy should do in 12 hours or 8 hours. He will do that in 1 hour and keep that as that side.
Yeah, that's how I saw
And
in some client location. They go to restroom for every 1 hour, 25 minutes they spend there. One guy take WhatsApp pictures on the client laptops. This is
yes,
not
they will tell them.
our
It's
guys do
100%.
everything illegally here. They do personal business. They talk on the call. They talk in Indian languages. They scare. They install the screen sharing software, which is illegal.
Yes,
So during my security job,
they do
I
that.
yeah.
And they will give stop 2 weeks. And actually, yes, I mean, but that's, I really have to congratulate them. They did really good work,
Mm.
and it's really good for their careers and their families.
Who
And
and
like you see, OPDs, what some OPDs do is that like they do, as you said previously, they take this support work for 1 month or 2 months. After that, they do learn stuff and
yeah.
they do work, their own work. Okay, it's fine if he is doing his work. If he is an OPD and faking his HR, that is fine. If he is until and unless he is doing all his work properly, then that is fine.
Mm.
Okay, and another thing is that like some people don't do that. They want to do, and people do H1 fake H1 people. I know the fake H1 guy. He did multiple jobs in a single time.
Mm. In India or
Generally, those
USA?
people will do that.
In
Uh,
USA, right?
no, in US, in US, there is one guy. I can't give you his name, and that guy actually did 2 or 3 different jobs, and everything is work from home, and everything is kind of an what we say proxy in India. He was doing, and he was
Uh,
sitting and getting 2 3 salaries. I don't know how did he pull out because everybody will ask his WTs and etc. But I don't know how exactly
so
he
he's
pull
doing
out this.
three jobs,
And
right? He's on a F1 or a H1.
OPT,
OPT. He's doing
he's OPT,
three client jobs, right?
and yes, 3 client jobs and saying that he's an H1 and actually he is an OPT.
Oh my
There
god.
people are there like that also. It's possible. Now I came to know that it's possible.
Yeah. So law is
And
literally fucked
another
up in
thing,
the
like,
US, right? Law is literally fucked up in
see,
the.
okay, I will tell you one thing. If I'm having a Salesforce guy, if a US citizen learns Salesforce, I will never hire an Indian guy for that job.
Mm.
The only reason why Indians are making their resumes and getting the jobs in US is that like, or else Indians are working. The reason, first reason why Indians came to US. Why are we giving jobs to you? Why Kumar? Why not Paul? The reason is that like, Paul don't have that experience that Kumar holding. Paul don't have the knowledge, basic
Mm.
knowledge Kumar having. That's why we are giving jobs to Kumar. That's why we are not giving jobs to Paul. Always Indians will give it as a last this thing. Okay,
Preference.
priority.
Priority.
Yes, last priority, because the only reason why we are getting is that first of all, and white guy is saying that Indians are doing taking their jobs. First of all, he don't have any right to say that, because that bloody guy is not qualified. If he is qualified, why should we come? Why are we coming? Actually, I'm having so much beef on them that white people, okay? Because pitching and and getting an H1 is very problematic for us because this guy won't take
Yeah.
calls and everything. White guys, if he said that he gonna take an interview, he will take the interview.
Mm.
But yes, that's what. But if they, why we should even give him a chance, because white guys are not updating themselves.
Mm.
Okay, they are not having graduation. That's fine. Okay, leave about graduation. It's very costly in US. Okay, I can understand that, but they can learn some basic stuff. they can learn SAPs, they can learn Salesforce, they can learn Splunk. It's just a drag and drop.
But
If he is not ready to learn, how
all
can he
these
get he give you a
all these softwares are produced or invented or discovered or manufactured everything in America only, right? Oracle, Microsoft.
Yes,
So
yes.
none of the products are from India or developed by Indians. We're part of the teams. Some of the products.
Yes, we are the part of the teams, but there is a one good American boy who have invented some SFBC, but he failed to teach others to work like he failed to do that work, like to teach other fellow Americans how to use that tool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why Indians came into the picture. We are ready to do that work. We are ready to learn. See, before any white people are throwing mud on us, I want to say like, okay, we are dirty. That's fine. But where are you? You have to like they have to improve themselves in every way. They have to learn new technology, new skills. In that case, they can eradicate Indians. They were thinking us as a bad thing because when I call very so many Americans, they say like, you call me, I will call to 911. I say like, okay, that's fine. You just call.
Oh,
By coming,
why they say 911?
they say you see these guys like some guy has he has changed his mobile number and did not update it in this monster portal. I called that number, and that guy has that white guy
Hmm.
put that resume like 2 days back. I called that guy, and
Hmm.
some woman called answered the call and said like, I said like, hello ma'am, I was trying to reach some Richard.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
and he said like she said like, I'm not Richard. There is no Richard here. I will call 911.
Oh.
And people sue us for that. But
Hmm.
yes, and if you are an US citizen, if you don't update your resume properly, I will go for an Indian guy. So just do that work properly.
Hmm.
And another thing, they will ask. Some US citizens generally say like, we only want to work with like US recruiters. We don't want to work with Indian recruiters, whatever may be the reason. Even though the company, the firms are US firms. Literally, the US guy, my previous company owner is a US guy,
They want Indians only.
and people are not ready. No, no, he is a white guy.
Hmm.
He's a white guy, and he have a consultancy. I used to work in there, that consultancy for a while, and people are not ready. I said like, okay, you can open my website. You can check that the CEO is an US citizen, and CPO is US, CFO is US, everyone is US guys only, no Indians. We are having a small office in India, and I'm calling from that office, and we are having like 10 to 12 offices in US only. We are having different centers over there. And that guy is actually don't want to work because I'm a black guy, I'm a brown guy, and
Oh.
it is like this. People can't pay salaries for recruiters, American people, because uh, for me, I generally charge. For example, if somebody gives like $1,000 in India, he
You,
get
you,
good resume, good recruiter. If
yeah.
the same experienced recruiter he has to get it in US, the recruiter will be somehow he will be charging like around 70K or 80K per annum.
Oh.
There is so much
So,
difference, right?
yeah.
I'm getting he can do it for 12K. That's why he's using Indians so that he can get everything in 12K, not in 80K for
Yeah.
one guy. Think about 100 guys.
Yeah.
1200 there, how many K, how many thousands?
Hmm.
Nearly million they have to spend. That's
Yeah.
why Indian recruiters are calling, and like 90% of US staffing is done by Indians, which is not a bad thing. If we are buying his iPhone, and yes, we can do their job as well.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't have any answers, but you have your own views
Yeah, because exactly,
expressed. Yeah.
people say like we don't want to work with Indians. Like white people so much, they always say, "Oh wow, these brown people, these Indians, oh, we want to work with you guys." They say,
Hmm.
but no, you can work with me. Trust me, I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
And it's not like if I'm born in different part of the world doesn't make me bad or good. Okay,
Yeah.
doesn't make me good as well. But in the same way, not even bad.
Hmm.
And another thing is that US citizens faking their resumes. Not everybody, but yes, there are some people who
Hmm.
do that, and and actually, I don't think like US guys are that much greedy. They
Hmm.
don't want everything,
They
so that's why
don't
they don't do that much
they
fake.
don't relocate like we do from
Yes,
Montana
that's
to
the main another main problem.
California to New York. They have their own house. They have standard of living. We don't have standard of living. We live 25 members in one room in either guest house or international students colleges. So we want to save maximum money and send it to India is our concept. Second, employers, Indian employers do not pay salaries, multiple layers, legal layers. Everybody share the salaries of the H1Bs or any non-immigrant visa. It is basically modern day slavery. I don't know how you
Yes.
see it. It is like because as a recruiter than an H1B is getting here. Many H1Bs F1s are not getting salaries. When I add my cell number as a H1B hotline, I received many calls, but none of them want to report because of karma theory and so many things. But even report also, government is very slow
No,
here.
no, actually, people get fear. What might happen? That's why they don't. It's not about karma. So nobody will give shit
Yeah.
about karma. It's like they fear. Okay, anything might happen. These all recruiters are lined up, and they will become like against me. They don't. They don't want to. They don't want to take that risk. That's why.
Yeah.
And another thing, actually,
But you
I missed
gained
to say
a
once.
lot of experience sitting in India, but other part here, I kept a lot of videos on Americans displacing, like all the people who fake their resumes, proxy, those jobs belongs to Americans, not Indians.
Yes, those jobs belongs to Americans, but uh, do you think how many Americans are having graduations and basic requirement? It is not for me. I don't want to graduate, but the American companies are asking them, and they are actually pushing us to this extent. And another thing, uh, they have to actually. I'm when I came to this industry from that day,
But do
I'm
you
actually
think
thought of saying this word.
the BTech in
I'm
India is recognized by America? Do you know BTech is recognized by America? Yes or no?
They say, I don't know that they say like any graduation, and
BTech from
I don't
India.
know. I don't know. Literally, I don't know.
Yeah,
But yes,
that's why I'm telling.
I take care.
BTech from India is a BTech from India is a tissue paper in America, except the BTech from IITs. So America doesn't recognize any country or India's education except the BTech from IITs because IITs have the infrastructure. So
stands.
here 12th grade is equivalent to BTech in India. So but here BTech is expensive, 1 to 2 crores it costs. It's $1 million,
Yes, yes,
200k, 300k. But MS is much cheaper. Like it costs $15,000 to
yes,
$50,000. So that's why our guys did MS from Texas A&M, very pretty small universities, do part-time job or illegal part-time job and fake the resume, get into IT. That's how our guys. That is where these body shops have started faking resumes, exploiting people, not paying salaries. Some student wrote a filthy comment or whatever on your Telugu video. He was thinking that consultancies here are the god. They literally realize at the end consultancy is the one completely rape them, molest them, but they initially they think that he is the god. So father of fake resumes is body shops in US because suppose you are in India, you never know how to fake a resume. But once you come here for MS, if you are smart, you will apply for US client full time job or campus placements or internship. If not, American top 10 American prime vendors. If you are dumb, then you will go to body shop. So this body shop will completely exploit them. So instead of going back, people stay back and do illegal part-time jobs, do MS, MBA multiple times, 5 times, 6 times, and then until get H1B picked up. So that's how our guys are completely misusing it. So that's why they bring bad name to
yes.
Indians, India and Indians living here. Today also one guy called 1 hour 10 minutes. He spoke to me how girls in US are cheating, Indian girls cheating Indian IT workers in India through matrimonial scam. So
Okay, I was not known that.
oh yeah, that is a new topic to me. He educated me for 1 hour and asking me to make an awareness video so that others will not get cheated. So that's one reason, and I noticed many of the IT folks here they do not give any respect to recruiters in India. So I educated wherever I go. They are
Yes.
also human beings. They are also like you. Because of your luck, you got a visa. You are in America. That's it. That's it. Doesn't make any much
See,
difference.
I want to tell you one thing, Kumar, here. The Americans treat us very better
Hmm.
than the Indian who got a GC card.
Yeah,
If
GC.
that GC card, yeah, before that GC card, if we in H1, and OPTs and that kind of stuff, he will treat us really good.
Hmm.
And okay, at least in front of us. And if once he get an GC or US citizen, he will be converting to next level. From man, he will become God.
Hmm. From
He
there.
will literally be like, even when I'm calling him, we don't respect, forget about respect. He don't care.
Hmm.
And in a way, but yes, he do need job for me only, and he don't give a damn about me.
And the
And
fake.
that actually, I heard that in get I because I some are good, but some guys are really dumb shit. They feel like anything. I don't know what makes them feel like
Hmm.
that. Because if he is something like that, and that much great guy, he should be making some another one like Apple or another. He could have put some another company called Microsoft, something like
Hmm.
that. No, he's just a guy, another guy who wants to apply job.
Yeah, yeah. Before
And
end the call, let me add you point and clarify. Fake is not just OPTs, CPTs. Like fake resume, I kept a
yes,
video. 90% of L2 EAD girls they send resumes. H4 EADs fake resumes, and I found some L2 EADs also. Whoever come and get a EAD, they simply fake the local 10 years experience. Whoever it might be, any visa.
yes.
Our guys they following that fake and their interviews attended by others. So even GC and US citizens by naturalization also faking it. So we lost our respect here. Before we blame
Yeah.
Americans that they don't work or they leave after 5 is a common misconception or we
No,
blame them. But
it's like it's not like I blame them. It's like I want to tell them that the reason why we are choosing Indians,
yeah,
not American.
yeah, we because
It's like
we are cheap.
that the word is that the thing what I said. It's totally the recruiter's point of view.
Yeah,
It's not Sanjay speaking. Even
see,
though if I'm a white recruiter in from California, say this, I will say the same thing. Or Espanol in California, I will say the same thing. Like the reason which we are encouraging H1s is that only reason that we are not getting sufficient white resumes.
uh,
And another thing is that like they
Indians.
have to be. I want to request you, as I said previously, please like mention some slots for recruiting. Like if you are looking for a job at the same time when you
Mm,
upload your resume in Naukri, sorry in Monster, side put that like I am available from in my
yeah,
lunchtime from
correct.
11 to 1.
Yes, I always answer between 12 to 1. Lunchtime I tell them I'm free.
It,
Yeah,
yes,
candidates,
see,
candidate side they should mention in the resume, right? Available timings.
yes. Even I do, and I think most of the when we send you an email, we will ask you your best time to reach you.
Yeah.
Like when will you be free so that we can have a word with you? We will ask that to us. So considering that, spend some time if you're a genuine guy. Please spend some time with us. Just write sometimes like okay, I will be available from 11 to 1. So call me at that time.
Yeah.
And the problem which you guys generally face is that like you will be getting multiple requirements in a single day.
Yeah.
And it's up to you whom should you reply to that.
One
You have to do your part.
one requirement, at least 100 people will send, 100 vendors, 100
Yes.
recruiters, 100 calls, and same job open in one position.
Yeah. See, like IBM, if you're taking about IBM having like around 1,000 vendors because it's a scam actually. It's like if I want an vendorship for IBM, I will go to the hiring manager or some guy in IBM and give him some money.
Mm.
For every position, I will give him some percentage to, and I will take that requirement
Oh,
like that. There
okay.
is so much of corruption in this industry more than anything.
It's
And
like
if you want, I can tell you in person, but now I can't say that.
worse than
Technically, I'm into recruitment. I can't say.
yeah, worse than drug mafia, right? IT mafia is worse than drug mafia. Yeah, thank you, brother. God bless you. And yeah, if I receive any overwhelming response, definitely you will receive overwhelming response. But I have many Americans and displaced Americans and local unemployed youth also followers apart from Indians across the globe. At least 27 to 35 countries they're following me because everybody wants to come to America, right? Either an F1, H1 or H4. So they will definitely watch this. It is a big awareness for them because people watching from UK, Australia, Canada, they want to come on different visas, TN, E3 and various visas, H1B also. So for them, your inputs are really awesome.
Thank you, sir. And I want to tell one thing to recruiters, like if any fresher want to come into recruitment industry, I want to let them know like, bro, if you are coming here, there is no go back. It's the going back is very tough
Yeah.
because if you're a recruiter, nobody will hire you as a developer. Yeah, even as a fresher,
Oh.
even as a fresher,
Hmm.
recruiters will not get jobs as a developers if you put your resume, your experience into that. In that case, look for an like less paid ID job than recruiting. It's better if you want to go to IT industry
Hmm.
because what happens means actually one of my friend he came to US recruiter saying that like bro here I can get some money within 2 years my salary will be high and after that I will change my resume as a developer and I will look for a development role. Uh, After that people don't want to hire him even if he is applying for an fresher job because people don't hire for recruiter don't hire any other recruiter.
Oh.
It's a sad truth. So if you are a fresher, just think about that
Yeah.
before coming into this industry.
Yeah.
And
Very
sir,
good advice. Yeah.
you know that whatever there is bad in recruitment, recruiters currently doing something they are doing like that passport. They actually want to take know their age. That's why they are doing that. It's
Yeah.
not people don't want to check your personal stuff. Okay, okay, we have a habit of want seeing others personal stuff, but yes, for in this case, no, people don't want your any of your personal information. They only take as per the request of their managers or their seniors, as per their process. Actually, every
Hmm.
company process every company have their process to hire someone.
Hmm.
Like in that process, they will take H1 copies, they will take all these kind of stuff, come in that process. The process is not in the hands of recruiters, it will be in the hands of some big guys, like directors or managers,
Like
something
in
like that.
Telugu video, I mentioned, like for example, I give my Indian passport number. Somebody apply Aadhaar card and then SIM card, and then they do the blast in the India, right? That's how terrorists are using it. So that is the major threat because passport is the highest security number which cannot be shared across the internet or emails according to cyber
Uh,
security laws also. So that is
okay,
where many genuine candidates
it
are
is like this.
pissed off.
They don't take.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, that genuine candidate should come up with something like saying that, like, bro, I can't give you that, but I can give you one thing. I can give you an ID card, like my ID card, where like 4 years back, company's ID card I have one. I will give you that. Like before giving you my social security number or DL copy, or it's like something else which is not valid, but it
But
shows that he is
collect,
having that particular
yeah,
something
actually,
else. He has to come something. I'm not saying that. I'm
yeah.
not saying that he has to do
Let
that.
us
He has
find,
to something.
yeah.
He
Let
can
us
do it.
find a solution. How to, you are a genuine recruiter and I am a genuine candidate. So what is the way out? Is what you and I, as a
Should
recruiter
get.
and as
Yes.
a candidate, needs to think for the world, right? Because the current
Yes.
recruitment process is obsolete. That means it is outdated. Asking all these details. If I were a fake candidate, I would fake everything, right? H1B, see,
Yes.
everything is fake. Then how do you validate? That is where my authentic, very valid question is, because you don't check in
Only
US government green card system. You only check whether it is photoshopped or not. So like that, recruiter, several people sent me faked, forged green cards, driving license. They asked me to
yes.
read their
I'm
names
having like a ton of fake green cards with me.
because sent by candidates, right?
Yes. You
See,
know that.
but
We can by seeing that I can say it's a fake.
do you feel that Indians living in America have no fear of US laws and forging the immigration documents? Do you think like that or no? Because they're
It's a
not.
survival. Yes, they do fear, but it's a survival thing. End of the day,
But
they want to survive.
if you
They don't
report,
get it's right or wrong. They
if
want to
you
get money, more
if
money.
you
They do
report,
all that kind of stuff.
if you
Some
report,
Indians.
yeah, but if you report, they will be deported. If you report,
Yes,
they will be deported
yes.
immediately.
And I know many fake guys. If I do a one phone call, we know people. If we can do fake call, one phone call, they will be like deported to India. But we don't want to do that because so that okay, he will be having his life. We don't want to. It's up to him.
I
So we
don't.
don't do that.
I don't agree, brother. I mean, if we see crime, we have to report crime. That's it. That's how we will stop crime, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Anyway,
But
I
yeah,
mean, again,
end
I
of the
mean,
day, that things will change.
yeah, you whatever you cannot share over the video or you cannot share, you send it over the emails. From there, I mean,
Okay.
information like you said, like corruption in recruitment and other things. For my knowledge sake and without names, I will write the post and I will make videos for the
Okay.
awareness,
Uh,
like yeah,
and
the corruption and
yeah.
forgery thing and all. Yeah, thank you. God bless you, and
Thank you,
hope
sir.
everybody. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah. You have any message or it's done? We're done, right?